But the thing you got to say, at least people in the 80s, you look at the miners' strike and Thatcher and all those people, at least people knew how to fight. They knew how to have a proper rock back in the day. They knew how to fight. Not like today, people on keyboards. People like, mate, you won't know this, you're too young. But we used to sort our problems out in the streets with dignity, like animals. It was great. We used to go out for an evening's drinking. We go out for an evening's drinking, and then we queue up in the town square for a taxi. Now, a taxi was like an Uber. Okay? But the person driving it wasn't being forced into a form of indentured servitude by you, okay? You had to pay them well, treat them with respect. You had to queue up where they were at the end of the evening. You couldn't stand drunk out your mound in the middle of a city centre with your dick in your hand going, somebody come and get me. And then flick 20p at someone and somehow sleep. But it was great. Because we'd queue up and we'd eat fried food and we'd talk about what had happened over the evening, and the locals would put on gladiatorial matches to entertain us. And we'd be there like Byzantine emperors going, num, 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 kill him. And then there'd be cheerleaders there going, leave it, Darren. It was great. I was down in Southampton about 20 years ago watching one of these fights where I was living at the time, and I was watching two wiry fellas fight. Now, if you've never seen wiry fellas fight, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's like a never-ending game of Twister meets Buckaroo, but with blood. And they were going at it, the cheerleaders were going out, and we were going, nah! And then a do-gooding giant came up the road and went, no! And he went in and pulled them apart and went, lads, leave it! And we went, no! Stop ruining the fight! And then one of the wiry fuckers punched him, he went down, we went, bonus fight! Nom, 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 nom. And then they went at it, and after a while the giant got up and he went, right! And he took his belt off, and he went in, and he whipped both of them until they were crying like babies, and we went, this is legitimately the greatest thing I've ever seen. And then he stood over the weeping pile of mangled flesh with remorse and regret in his eyes. Because before the age of keyboards, if you wanted to hurt someone, you had to feel it too. So there he was, looking at what he'd done. I'll never forget this. He looked over at the cab rank and he stared directly into my eye and he said this, I was just trying to help. Then his wife came up, tapped him on the shoulder and went, here, Dave, we've got to go. Your parole officer's going to go mental. It was amazing.